Welcome to Off the Boards with Josh and Ryan. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Off the Boards. As always, I am Josh. Ryan is over there. Connor is here. Lots to talk about on the show this week. Ryan, do you want to start with Stanley Cup Final?
If you go first, Josh, I'm going to take a little moment here. I just want to recognize that the Leafs now have hope. If the New York Knicks can win an NBA championship, so can the Leafs. They can do it, Josh. I believe in you.
Does anyone know, is the city of New York still standing this morning?
I think it's currently burning down.
Is the Statue of Liberty still holding the torch? Like, what? I saw a lot of clips last night. It does not look good in that city right now. But
it is mayhem.
Shout out to the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. You're never gonna have to buy anything ever again in New York City for the rest of your life.
Yeah, move over Aaron Judge. Move over Henrik Lundqvist. There's a new king in New York. His name is Jalen Brunson. He's 6'2".
Yep. Good for the Knicks. Good for Stephen
A.
I'm happy for him. Victor Wembanyama will get his lick back.
Yep. Shout out to Danhausen as well. Big help. The only thing that could cure it.
Are cursed.
The only thing that could help the Knicks was Danhausen.
Apparently Danhausen, but yeah. So okay. So Knicks. So but let's talk about the Cup final.
Let's talk about
Game 6 set to go tonight. Carolina versus Vegas. I believe this game is in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So Carolina with a chance to end the series tonight, and the guy that dragged them to the finals isn't even going to get the start. They're giving it to Bussi. Bussi's getting his second start tonight.
Yep. Anderson, I think, is hurt. I think he's unofficially hurt.
Yeah, he's the third goalie, I believe. I don't remember what the other guy's name. I think it starts with a K. He's going to be the backup tonight. But I mean, let's look at the state. Hey Ryan, I know that everyone's like Mitch Marner is going to win the Conn Smythe regardless of if they lose.
No, he's not.
I think you got to give it to Jordan Staal. Like,
I don't know if it's Jordan Staal. I would have given it. It can't be Anderson because he's not playing. I mean, it could still be Anderson, maybe.
Is it the playoff award or is it the finals award?
It's a playoff award in the NHL. It's a playoff MVP. Not that that's ever really mattered. It's just whoever the voters want.
It's like no goalie's gonna get it. Carter Hart's having the worst goaltending performance we've literally ever seen. He's the first goalie in NHL history to let up 4 goals plus in the first 5 games of a Cup final. That is insane. That is insane. Like your kid's getting lit up. Like, God.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Hall maybe.
I'm just gonna say it. Mitch Marner had 0 points in the last game. That's game 5. If he has 0 tonight, he ran out of town. I guess the lights got too bright. People were talking about him in Canada too much.
We're not going to worry about that. I think if Vegas wins, I think it is Mitch Marner regardless.
Yeah, of course.
If it's Carolina, though, I really don't know. I don't think it's Anderson if he's not playing. I mean, they could give it to Anderson, maybe. If not, Taylor Hall's the leading scorer. Jackson Blake's tied with him at the same stat line. Taylor Hall's better plus minus, I guess. But
so the people in the comments of our TikTok saying that I'm a salty fan still pooping on Marner. I mean, I have the right. I watched me bad for 10 years. You just like seeing me upset. So Mitch Marner might win a Stanley Cup final this year. Who knows? And he might win the Conn Smythe. So, but he had no points in the last game. So I don't know. Games 5, 6, and 7. Mitch Marner's kryptonite. The lights got too bright. People in Canada were talking too much about Mitch. He's getting too much attention because now the NBA Finals is over. So now everybody's going to be looking.
No, everybody's looking at the World Cup at this point. Nobody cares about hockey, sadly.
Okay. Did you see that so Brazil was playing yesterday, right? Did you see all the Brazilian people in Times Square?
No.
Dude, it was nuts. And then you immediately go from that to Knicks fans. Like, the city, Ryan, is going to burn. Paris is playing tomorrow, and the city's not going to be standing. Like,
won that Brazil match.
Just look up people in Times Square.
Tied.
Yeah, but just look up the people in Times Square. Like, you can find the photo, Ryan. Like, it looks like the Knicks were playing. Like, it's crazy the amount of friggin' people. Like, I can't fathom there being that many people. I guess because we're from a relatively small town. Like, that's literally triple our population in one small area. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
But
the Knicks was, I think, crazier because it was all over the place.
oh,
School
dude,
bus burning.
I saw that school bus. Someone was launching fireworks off just in the middle of the street in a crowd of people. I was like, what the fuck,
Yep.
man? These people are crazy. But yeah, so the Vegas game's set to go at 9 tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to do a live stream of either this game or the last game, but Thursday, I got to work on Friday, and then tonight, same thing, I got to work tomorrow. So I'm like, damn, if the game was last night, I would have loved to do a live stream of the game. But
Yeah, just unfortunate timing, really. It is shitty that they're at 9 p.m. for us.
yeah, because that's the thing. If it was at 8, I'd still do it because the game would be over at like 11. But since it's probably gonna be over at midnight,
yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
tough, but it's all right. It's fine. I haven't watched these games anyway, so I really don't give a shit. I don't care.
That's crazy.
Habs
So
got third. That's all I care about. Bronze medal.
Logan Stank. Okay, whatever. Logan
Bronze medal.
Stankoven leading the Hurricanes in goals right now with 11. I mean, he could get a look for the Conn Smythe as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if Frederik Andersen was still playing, I mean, dude, he was 13-2. Like,
I think he might still win it just off the back of getting them there.
I mean, yeah,
but it's up in the air.
13-2. He's got a 1.89 and a 910. I mean, and to Carter Hurts 14-7 with a 259 and a 908, giving up 5+ goals in the first, or 4+ goals in the first 5 games. Like, Carter Hart hasn't had a save percentage over 880 in this series yet. That's, my God, man. So Ryan, what do you think? Do you think Carolina's able to end this series tonight, or do you think Vegas pushes Game 7?
I think it's over tonight. I think Carolina wants it. It's close. Game 6 feels right.
Did you hear what John Tortorella said?
No.
I'm leaving my clothes in the hotel room in Carolina because I believe we're going to be back here for Game 7.
Okay.
That's some crazy confidence, John. Let's see if it pays off for you, because if not, that comment's going to live in infamy, I think.
If they lose, they'll be forgotten. It's not. Who cares?
I mean, look, man, the last time Carolina won the Cup was 2006.
Yeah.
Eric Stahl lifted the Cup.
No, 2007.
We could see his. I think it was.
It was 06. It was 06. Yeah. Ducks were 7.
I think we could see Jordan Stahl lifting the Cup. It'd be pretty cool, I still haven't got my AJ Sports order yet, so I still am not able to do an unboxing for everyone. I'm supposed to get that this week, and the new auctions are already up. We're not sponsored by AJ Sports, but I got to be honest, I love that company. So go look at AJ Sports. They got a ton of stuff. They're doing a big sale for Father's Day this month, and they got the auctions open up for the next 11 days, and there's a lot of cool stuff on there. So,
free promotion for them.
Hey man, look, if they want to sponsor us, I'd be down. I love those people. They're great. I've never, Connor will agree. Like,
yeah,
great company.
Right.
Dude, I'm total sellout.
Yeah, I know.
So yes. Before I get into Leafs coaching here, I wanna give a shout out. The Toronto Marlies take Game 1 of the Calder final, and Artur Akhtiamov looks like the best goalie like in the AHL. He's definitely gonna have an NHL career. I mean, guy is 12-6. He's got a 2.12 and a 927. Guy, and the saves he's making, Ryan. I watched the game on Friday. It was nuts. Like. And and it's like Easton Cowan's on this team, but like Easton's not having the best, I'd say, like playoff run. I think he's got 13 points, 13 points in 18 games, but he's got 7 goals. He's fine in the back of the net. But God, Willie Villano, he's gonna make the team next year. 16 points as a defenseman in 20 games. He looks really good. Ben Danford scored a nice goal the other night. He's probably gonna get a look next year. Vinny Latari, my God, this guy, 10 goals, 20 points in 19 games. He had a hat trick, I think, the other night. One of them was an empty net goal, but still, like, the Marlies might win the Calder this year. And, and the reason I'm saying this is because I had said John Gruden wouldn't be the coach for the Leafs next year unless he wins the Calder. He's making a chance, but the Leafs have said at the beginning of the week, Pierre LeBrun said the Leafs are down to their final 5 coaching options. We only know 3 of them that are confirmed, and it's Patrick Waugh, John Gruden, and Joe Pavelski. The other names that I've heard floating around are Jay Woodcroft, Bruce Boudreau, and I still really think the Leafs are just waiting for the Cup final to end to see if Vegas is going to give them a chance to get Bruce Cassidy or not. But I don't know who you go. I mean, Joe Pavelski, if he's the coach, you're literally doing what Montreal did with Martin St. Louis. You're taking a guy that had 0 coaching experience at any high level and basically just going, well, you were a great player in the league, and you probably did Pavelski win a cup with Dallas?
No.
No,
They didn't win a cup.
So okay, so he never won a cup. At least Martin St. Louis won what, 2 cups, I think? One.
Yep.
I thought he won one with the Rangers that year that they traded him there.
They didn't win. They never won the cup.
The Rangers won the cup.
No, they didn't. They won. Last time they won the cup was '94.
What? Am I thinking of the
What year?
Devils?
No. Who the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? What year do you think they won the cup?
2013, I thought.
Blackhawks.
Was it them versus the Rangers in 13? They went to the cup final.
Yeah, and the Kings beat them in 14.
Ah, okay, that's what I was thinking about. Okay. Yeah, okay, well.
I think if you're going to pick a coach, I like John Gruden.
I like John Gruden. I think I don't know. Like we've gone with the AHL coach before. We did it with Sheldon Keefe. The question is, are the guys going to buy into the system? Like, I honestly think, like, and I know that people are like, oh, we can't just keep going to Austin Matthews and being like, we'll do whatever you want. But like, we need a coach that's going to fix his goal scoring. Like, if we go another year where Matthews scores 30, like that, it's not good enough. It's not good enough for a guy that's making 12 now. Like, it's just not good enough. So I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see Bruce Cassidy, but I really don't think that Vegas is going to let anyone talk to this guy. I really don't. I think that he's going to sit the entire next year because Vegas is kind of full of a bunch of assholes who aren't going to let the guy coach. And I understand that there's a rule in the league where it's like, if the team has the right to stop that from happening, but at the same time, to me, kind of bullshit. So
yeah, you're not supposed to. It's been a gentleman's agreement of like, no, you can go ahead and search for another team.
And Bettman said that there's really nothing that the league can do. So I get it, but it's just
they can do the thing that they did with Tortorella, where they hand out massive fines and penalties for small shit they wouldn't normally get penalties for because they're doing this thing that they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's like,
since we're on the topic of coaching, Mike Babcock might get another coaching job, but there's a huge caveat with this. So apparently, rumors is that the reason he was fired wasn't because of the phones thing. Apparently, there was another allegation that went against him that no one wanted to get out, so that's why he stepped down. So the NHL couldn't investigate it. Well, the thing is, now the NHL has the opportunity to investigate it, and if the Oilers decide we're going forward with this, they are going to open up an investigation into everything that happened. And I guess we're going to see. The only thing is, like, I mean, what was it, 5 years ago? Like, isn't that when that happened? 4 years ago? However long ago that was.
It was only like 2 or 3 years ago.
Do you really think that those players are going to be like, yeah, no? Like, I don't know. I think that this just gets rushed under the rug, whatever it was. I don't think we ever hear what the actual allegation was. I'd love to hear it. Because
I don't think we'll hear what it is. I think it will just come out and say, no, he's not eligible. I don't think they'll come out with information on it.
I mean, obviously the Oilers want Bruce Cassidy. Like, let's not kid. Like, the rumors are they want Bruce. Mike Babcock's still a rumor. Apparently, they looked at Craig Berube, which I feel bad for Connor McDavid if they go with Craig Berube. It's like, Connor, I hope you like playing second line defensive center minutes every game. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, Mike Babcock is going to make the Hall of Fame. But look, man, there's good coaches. There's good coaches, and then there's good people.
Yeah, and I think he's shitty enough. People don't want him in the Hall of Fame. People don't want to talk to him. They don't want him.
Yeah, but Ryan, when they might just do what they've done with other people. Wait until he dies, then he'll get inducted. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. He's gonna make the Hall of Fame. It's whether or not they'll induct him while he's alive, so he can give a speech or not. I mean, he only won one cup without the crazy Detroit team. So it's like,
no, he never won a cup without them.
No, he won it. He won one with Anaheim. He was the coach in 07.
No, he wasn't.
I literally looked this up the other day.
I'm looking at it right now. He went to the Red Wings in 05. He was the coach of the Ducks that lost in the finals with J.S. Giguère winning it. The sad J.S. Giguère photo where he's crying. He's got the thing, got the Conn Smythe. That was under Mr. Babcock. And I don't think he makes the cup as long as Mike Commodore has a say in it. I don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame if Mike Commodore has a say. He is on fire. Him and Johan Franzen are both saying, no, fuck this dude. He's an asshole. He does not deserve to be there. And he's been like that ever since he did. Mike Commodore and Johan Franzen say Mike Babcock is a piece of shit and that shouldn't be celebrated. I imagine Mike Modano is probably saying the same thing.
Yeah, Johan Franzen has kind of lived a pretty quiet life in Sweden since he left Detroit. But here's the thing. Zach Hyman has come out and said that he wants Mike Babcock to be the coach, and he's either convinced Leon Draisaitl and McDavid, or they've just decided that they want him to coach because they both come out and said that they want him to. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
To me, it feels like they're being like good hockey players, rank and file. Like, no, this is what we need. This is what ownership wants. This is what the team wants. We're behind it. We're standing united. And this is the guy that's going to lead us. And I think it's a fucking stupid idea. I don't think he's that good a coach. I think he's a terrible person. And I think he's going to ruin any chance you guys have at winning a cup.
I'm kind of the opposite of Ryan's opinion on this. I think he's a bad person, but I think he might be their best chance at winning a Stanley Cup, in my opinion. I think that their window's closing. I think that this year, this is the final year that I think that their window might be open. Like, and let's be real, their GM has made their team worse every year since he signed. They have not gotten better; they've only gotten worse. So, if they suck this year, or they make the playoffs and get knocked in round one again by an arguably worse team, yeah, fire him out of a cannon. Like, he should probably be fired this summer because what has he done? He's done nothing except make the team worse. Like. Yeah. I don't know. And I mean, since we're on the Oilers, Darnell Nurse has requested a trade. And what were the two teams that he said he'd go to?
LA and Pittsburgh.
I think Kyle Dubas picks up the phone and goes, "Hey, we'll give you future considerations," because I don't think he has much value to a lot of teams on the outlook. Like, big contract and a guy who's looked pretty bad. Like, he had one good year, and that was the year that he got that massive contract. And since then, it's just been downhill.
Yeah. Well, if I'm the Pittsburgh Penguins, I'm wondering why even bother. What's he going to do for you? He's not going to help you. He's not going to help you make you good. He's going to help you hit the cap floor. That's all it is.
But what if, but the thing is, like, Darnell Nurse doesn't have to play line 1 minutes if he goes to Pittsburgh. Like, you can put him on the second pair.
Can you? I mean, you got Carlson up front and Chris Letang, but they're not getting any younger. Like, he's going to have to eat some minutes.
And neither is Darnell Nurse. Like,
Darnell Nurse is 31. I mean, Erik Karlsson's 36. Chris Letang's 39. Yeah. Like, he can't play that much longer. He can't eat 30 minutes a night anymore. He can't be that guy.
I mean, also, like, let's act. Okay, I know I said future considerations. Do you think that the Oilers have to give something up to get a team to take him? Do you think that they're going to have to throw in a draft pick to get a team like Pittsburgh or LA to actually do this deal?
Yes, I mean, they have a second-round pick they can give away. They don't have their first for the next 2 years.
Connor, you're a Kings fan. What's your take on this?
I don't want him. I don't think I'd touch him with a 10-foot pole. Like, the problem is, I think we already have too many players on the roster that are of age and that are going to be retiring. I mean, we're losing players this year. We've got players that are creeping up there in age. We were literally just talking about Darcy Kemper the other night, for example. He's 36, right? Like, I'm not saying he's a skater, he's a goalie, but the roster in general is just too old. And I don't know that that's a contract that I really would be willing to give up assets to try to eat. Like, I don't think that he's necessarily worth it.
How many more years does he have left on that deal?
4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, 4.
Darnell Nurse, 9.25.
4 more years.
That just feels like it's too high. You know what I mean? Like, it just.
Do you think the Oilers have to eat some of this too?
I think they have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you trade him unless you eat like half the contract. Like you're gonna have to eat a good chunk of it to get rid of him.
But the thing is, like, can the Oilers even afford to do it? Like, look at their team. Like, look at
Probably
the boat
not.
anchor contracts they've got. Like the Tristan Jarry experiment did not work out. Jake Wallman's making $7 million a year. Bouchard's making 10.5. Like, Nuge is on a good deal at 5. Zach Hyman's making 5.5. That's a good deal. But then it's like Draisaitl's making 14 million and McDavid's making 12.5. How much longer do you think McDavid goes, you know what? I am just going to keep taking team-friendly deals. Do you think eventually he just says, give me $20 million, like especially in the rising cap?
He, in the next contract, he either is going to a contender to win a cup or
Right.
he's going to take max money and say, fuck it, I just want the money.
Yeah. I mean,
There's
Connor
two options, and he's not going to sign the contract with Edmonton.
Connor McDavid could go down as the best player in NHL history to never win a cup. I mean,
if he doesn't win a cup, he would be the best player already.
Yeah, highest points per game behind Claude Lemieux, Mario Lemieux, and Wayne Gretzky. Like, they're like best players in the world don't not win Stanley Cups.
Yeah,
Like,
he's certainly got the most hardware as well. Like, who's the best player right now that like retired player never to win the cup? Joe Thornton, Marcel Dion.
Probably. Like you could. I mean, yeah. Like Matt Sundin was a good player, but I don't think you can give it to him. So yeah, I'd probably like I think like the cop out answer is just Joe Thornton. Like that entire Sharks team: Patrick Marleau, Joe Thornton,
Joe
Pavelski. I mean, they're like I don't know. Henrik Lundqvist is also up there. Like I know that he's a goalie, but you could argue Lundqvist is one of the best players to never win. Yeah, Carey Price too. Carey Price might be the best goalie.
Carey Price, I think, probably is the best goalie in that conversation to never win a cup for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a debate.
I think Lundqvist had more longevity.
I just think like what Carey Price did in his prime and how crazy good he was for that stint, like. It's wild what he was able to do.
I mean, Connor Hellebuck might work his way into this conversation if he never wins a cup. I mean, doesn't he have like 3 Vezinas now? Like,
it's true.
Yeah.
Like, he's a great player to never win either. Like, I don't know, man. The Oilers, I want to see Connor McDavid win as a hockey fan. I do. Like, I have no gripes against the Oilers. I don't think a lot of Canadian fans do, other than like maybe Calgary fans and Canuck fans. But at least, and Connor might because he's a Kings fan, but at least like people that cheer for teams in the Eastern Conference, I got no issue with this team. I love Zach Hyman. I would love to see Zach Hyman win a Stanley Cup someday. I want Connor McDavid to win a Stanley Cup because it's better for the sport if the best player in the league wins a fucking cup. Like, I don't know. I don't think they have the pieces. I don't think this team is constructed well enough. I think they have boat anchors like Trent Frederick and Jake Wallman and Nurse and Bouchard and Tristan Jarry. Like, what do you do? Like, you can't trade away everyone, and almost everyone's got a fucking modified or full no move. Like, Wallman's got a no move. Tristan Jarry's got I think a modified no move. If Trent Frederick has a full no move clause, like that contract's horrible. 3.8 for the next like 5 years, and he's got a full no. Like, what are you doing? Oh my god! Like, I know that like the Leafs are not in a good spot, but like Jesus, at least we're not the Oilers. At least we don't have guys that are just full no move on everybody. Like,
I think you have to do what you can to get rid of Darnell Nurse and bring in Darren Radish or Rasmus Anderson with the money you save.
Yeah.
And then try to sign somebody like, I don't know, another forward to really round out your top 6. And some guys to fill in bottom 6. I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of wiggle room here.
Yeah. I mean, all right.
I think if Darnell Nurse is willing to waive his no move clause, you have to explore every avenue to accommodate that to get him off your team.
Talking about
get
players,
rid of the contract.
Talking about players that are willing to move or waive their no move clause, Dylan Larkin requested a trade this week, and I think he is high on paint thinner. This guy gave Stevie Y 3 teams, and the 3 teams were the Vegas Golden Knights, the Florida Panthers, and the Minnesota Wild. I'm sorry. What assets do those teams have to give up for a Dylan Larkin? And also, what benefit does Stevie Y have to trade you away? You still have 5 years left on your deal. Stevie Y could just say, no, what are you going to do? You're already probably stripped of your captaincy. You think they're going to let you wear the C after what you did? No, I doubt it. And then it's like you're gonna not report. You're gonna not make $8.7 million for the next 5 years. I doubt it. So you're gonna show up. The team chemistry is gonna be horrible, and he's gonna Stevie Y could just say no. I'm not trading you unless you give me a better team. I honestly think that the best team to trade him to, and Ryan might get happy about this, is Montreal. I think Montreal could really use a Dylan Larkin on the second line.
I think he's exactly what we need, but he doesn't want to come here, and I want players that want to play for me. If he wants to go to one of these good teams, do it and try to get the best assets you can. You can't just have a guy, your best player on your team, probably your best player, maybe second best player after Mo Sider, just sitting there not wanting to be there. You can't have that. It's not good for morale. It's not good for the team. You're never going to win anything if one of your best players, a player that is well respected by the team, he said, "I give up," and he's just sitting there the whole time. You're like, I don't give a shit anymore.
I think
how do you run a team with that?
But the thing is, Ryan, you think he doesn't report? I think he reports. I think he has to.
I think he reports, but I don't think that's a good thing if he wants out. If you have a player that's like actively saying, "I don't want to be here," he's just showing up to get a paycheck.
Yeah, but
that's bad for your team. That's bad for morale.
But this is Detroit. Like, it's not like Detroit has a lot of high outlook right now anyway. Like, there's no penalty to them not trading Larkin. The team is going to be bad as it's constructed right now. So what's the point? You should be trying to trade him to the most assets you can get for him. And I think if you're Stevie Y, you just try to twist his arm and just say, "I'm not moving you to these three teams. So until you give me a bigger team list, I'm not trading you." Like,
I mean, you can play hardball, but I think you probably still could get something valuable from one of those three teams. And I think you need to get on it because this Red Wings team needs to rebuild. There's nothing good here. You have Lucas Raymond at 24, Mo Sider at 25. You have these good players. I mean, who else? Marco Kasper's pretty good.
DeBrincat's in the last year of his contract.
DeBrincat's 28. Trade him. He's got 16 team no trade list.
Finney Emmett, I think, is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, like you've got these younger players that aren't getting any younger. You need to move and do something.
But like the thing is, Ryan, if we were talking about Dylan Larkin being in the last year of his contract, yeah, he holds all the cards. He can fully decide on what he wants to do because if you don't trade him, then you lose him for nothing. But this is a guy, Ryan, that's got 5 years left on his deal. There's not a lot of incentive to move him right now. Like you want to get good assets and valuable pieces back for him, and if he's gonna force you to trade him to a good team that has no assets, what's the point? Like Florida and Minnesota have already sent their best offers. Obviously Vegas is still waiting because they're in the Cup final actively, but like I can't see either one of these teams, Ryan, having the assets to get a Dylan Larkin. Like I don't see it, and they also don't have the cap space. Because if you're Detroit, you have to take back a massive deal, and then what? Not a lot of these teams have prospects or draft picks.
I think the idea is you can trade for a couple players that you could then trade for the assets. Maybe get a 3-team trade going. I mean, something like that.
I think that's just too like it's not worth it. I
think you could get a scenario where Florida is sending some assets to another team. You're sending some assets to the other team. You're trading Dylan Larkin to the Panthers, and then getting more assets from the other team. And I think a 3-way trade is kind of your best option here, and you could probably make it work. It's a lot of work, but
I still think his best option is to just tell him, no, give me a bigger team list or I'm not trading you. Because it's like I said, like this is not a guy that's got 1 or 2 years left. Like he's stuck. Like I don't know why Dylan Larkin thought that he could just go, I want to be traded to the best 3 teams in the league and you have to trade me. Like, no.
Because he's a player that has given everything to this team, his team's given nothing to him in return. He says, I'm done. I want out. I want to go to one of these 3 teams, and you should try your best to accommodate this player who has given everything to your franchise until this point.
I think that this is a cutthroat league, Ryan, and I think fuck you, like not fuck you, but like fuck him. If you have your captain come into your office and go, I not only want to be traded, but I only want to be traded to Florida, Vegas, or Minnesota, get the fuck out of my office. Like you have 5 years left on your deal. You are not like if you had 1 year left, yeah, like of course, then you have to. You don't have a choice. But it's like you got 5 years left, big boy. Go sit down. Like you ain't going nowhere to those teams.
Then I think you're doing a shitty job if you're GM and actively saying, no, I'm not going to work with this player and try to get him into a good situation and try the best for my team.
I think there's a lot
You're
of
just gonna
other
say,
good...
fuck it, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna trade anybody. I'm not gonna do anything for this team. When
Well-
Dylan Larkin is a valuable trade asset, you can get things for Dylan Larkin. You can get things from these other teams. Make a three-way deal. Do something.
You can't get things from these other teams, right? I think that if you trade him to one of these three teams, you are making a bad trade because there's no way you win a trade with these three teams, Ryan.
You're not going to win the situation anyway. He's already said, I want out. I want out. I'm going somewhere else.
Okay.
Any team's going to say, well, he wants out. I'm going to give you this, this, and this. Like, I'm not going to give you luxury. He wants out.
But why would you do it with the teams that have no assets? What does Florida give, Ryan? Tell me right now. What does a trade with Florida look? Because you're not getting Lindell. You're not going to get Lindell. So what is it? Semistevich, and then what?
I think you get the first. I think you maybe get. I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't looked into this much. Maybe Mikola.
That's what I'm saying, Ryan. Like, there's nothing there. Like,
yeah, I also don't think Florida's the best team.
Okay,
it's in division to start. Probably Minnesota. What was the other team? Vegas? Maybe Vegas?
Vegas has nothing. Like Vegas gives up everything they have.
Does Minnesota really have enough to get him though after the Quinn Hughes trade?
They just traded what was it? How many first rounders did they give up for Hughes? And then they gave up Marco Rossi and who was the defenseman they threw back? Yeah.
No.
No.
I don't remember.
No, you still got...
Wasn't it Yarchuk or Yurichuk?
Get Minnesota could give you a goalie, Gustafson or Wallstead.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
it fills a hole in their lineup. They need a second line center.
Well, they might need a first line center at this point.
Yeah, they need centers badly. They've got this extra goalie. They've got a defenseman like, I don't know, Brodin, Milton maybe. It's not great options. I give you, it's not fantastic. You're not going to get a premium return in a one-on-one deal. I think a three-way trade is your best bet. Try to make something happen. They get good players. You get all the prospects and picks from this other team. You send Larkin there. They send another player to them. And then you kind of make things work.
I just think that you think that this is a worse situation for them because he's forcing their hand. But like Ryan, he's got 5 years left. Like this is not a player that has all the cards. Dylan does not hold all the cards right now. Like he just doesn't. Like he's trying to force the GM to put him in a bad situation, but it's like okay, no. Like I don't understand why you think that Stevie Y would make a bad trade just to get rid of Dylan Larkin. Like I think
the idea is you have to trade him because you're just not. What's the point of having him on your team if he's not going to show up and try as hard?
Well, what's the point of trading him in a bad deal just to get rid of him?
Because a bad deal is at least assets in. Dylan Larkin now is a null asset. He's not going to do anything for you.
He's a null asset until he decides to stop saying he wants to go to 3 specific teams. Like, I understand why no trade clauses are there, but I think that...
Yeah, and then he can come back to you and say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep showing up and collect my paycheck and not score any points because I don't give a shit about you anymore.
He's really going to
You've done nothing for me.
Ryan, when his contract's up, he'll be 35. You really think he's going to spend the next 5 years wallowing in this team for just to be petty? I doubt it. He's an NHL player. He's played for Team USA. I highly doubt he's going to sit there for the next 5 years. I can't see that.
In 2 years, his deal goes to a 10-team no-trade list, so they would have options in 2 years, and he can say for 2 years, trade me to one of these 3 teams, or I'm just not going to do anything for you. And then in 2 years, when he can be traded to these other teams, you will get nothing because he won't be worth anything. He'll have done nothing for 2 years. His value is not going to get higher.
Yeah, but Ryan, why would Dylan Larkin want to tank his own value? Because then if he does that, then no team wants him anyway. So why, like, Dylan Larkin's not going to ruin his career playing like shit for the next 2 years. Like, I can't see that.
I think he plays well enough to show that he's still got the ability, but he's going to play with no heart. Kind of like Pierre-Luc Dubois played. He's just going to go out, kind of drift around. He's going to score points when he can. He's not going to like completely throw in the towel.
How many teams has he played for now? Like 4?
Like 4, yeah. I think he's got a spot now. I think the Capitals are a good spot.
Drafted by Columbus, traded to Winnipeg, then traded to LA, and then traded to Washington. Is that
and I think,
is that what happened?
Yeah, and I think Washington's got him like in a good spot now, so I don't think it's a big deal.
Look, I mean,
I'm glad the Habs don't have him because I don't appreciate any player that does that kind of thing. But When you have no leverage and you don't want to be there, you're not going to try your hardest.
I'll eat my words on the Dylan Larkin trade if Stevie Y makes a trade and sends him to one of these three teams. But like, if it's Minnesota, it has to include one of the goalies, and it's like okay, but I don't know. I really don't. I think there are other teams out there like Montreal that could really use this player and that have better assets to do it. Like let's be real, Ryan. You guys are the best trade partner for a Larkin.
Yeah. But I only want him to come here if he wants to be here. I don't want some player that's like kind of forced. It's like, I don't really give a shit. When he's actively said, no, I want to go to one of these three teams with my friends on these American teams that I like to win a cup. I mean, he can come here, and I think he could win a cup here.
I think you guys are the prime team to win the cup. I don't know why more players wouldn't want to come. You guys have good contracts. You guys have good management. You have good assets. You have a shit ton of prospects. Your best players are like under 25. Like, I don't understand why anyone wouldn't want to go play for Montreal right now.
I think he's in a good spot to come to Montreal. I think he is the right kind of player. I just don't think we're going to do it because I don't think he wants to come here. He's not going to accept a trade here. If for no other reason, then he doesn't want to play in Canada and he doesn't want to pay Canadian taxes. But
so if he changes his mind and says, "I'm willing to go to Montreal," you'd then be all in on this.
If CBY and him talk and say, listen, I can't get one of these three teams. How about one of these other teams that are kind of in the mix that you can make better, like Montreal? And he says, you know what, sure, I want to go to Montreal. I'm willing to show up. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let him show up. Let him play. See how he turns out. If he turns out and he plays great and he wants to be here and he joins part of the culture, I'm all for it. If he shows up and he's like, no, I'm just here to get paid and I'm here to win a cup and like I don't really care about your culture. I'm just here to help, I guess. But I'm going to do it my way.
But you just said he's willing to help to win a cup. I mean, I think you take those players all day of the week.
The way Montreal's set up is we need players that want to win a cup our way. We can't have players that are out here playing their own game, doing their own thing, not really paying attention or caring what the coaches are saying. I need total buy-in in our system.
Dylan Larkin's also like pretty bad if you look at his defensive metrics.
That's fine. I don't care about his defense. We need an offensive center who can play them second line minutes. Center with Demidov and somebody else. We need that guy, and Dylan Larkin's that guy.
I'm just saying, like value wise, like I don't even like. The truth is, I know that I've been saying like that the three teams, like you're not going to get a lot for him, but like, what is Dylan Larkin's value actually? 8.7 million. He just scored 30 goals. Like, what does that get you in the NHL now? Like a couple firsts and like a B prospect. Like,
let's try. Let's see if I can run some comparisons. Players, contract comparables. It's fine. Dylan Larkin. Let's see if anybody's been traded that's like Dylan Larkin-esque. There's no way he's comparable, but
why? Who is the comparison?
There's actually a few guys here that have been traded that are this kind of comparison. The first guy that came up was Mikko Rantanen, but I don't think he's quite that good.
No, yeah.
Bo Horvat, maybe?
That sounds better. I mean, Larkin had 67 points in 74 games this year. 34 goals.
Nick Ehlers.
What did Ehlers... Didn't Ehlers just sign, though? Ehlers wasn't a trade. Yeah, he was just a sign.
Okay. Bo Horvat's probably your best, one of your closest options. What did Bo Horvat get traded for?
I don't remember. I remember that trade was shocking at the time.
Bo Horvat. Oh, God damn it. How can you be nice to me? Wikipedia never let me down. Islanders. Anthony Beauvillier, Atu Ratti, who was at that point like a up and coming first round pick and a conditional first. Yeah, okay. Atu Ratti was a second round pick. Hasn't done that much really.
So it's like what would you say? That's a B and A and a first round pick, a conditional first? At the time?
I'm gonna say probably a B plus prospect, a first round pick, and a player that is pretty good, like a 30. I think Beauvillier was scoring like 30 points when he got traded, 20 to 30 points.
How old was he when that trade went through? Beauvillier. That's why I was classifying him as the B prospects. I thought he was like 23 when that happened.
He was like 7 years in, so he'd been like 25. It was
okay, so
4 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was like 25.
I don't know.
Aturati was 18 or 19.
And former first. So I mean, former first round pick, a conditional first, and then someone who gets you 30 points. I mean,
Did Kempe get traded? No.
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe
Carter
like
Berry?
I don't know. Ryan, we're 45 minutes in. We still have a couple more topics to get through. So,
All right, let's move on.
do you want to go through the first and second All-Star teams? Like, just fly through it and don't say much about it, or?
Oh yeah, Cole Caulfield. Moving on. Second line, second team All Pro.
Okay. Is that literally all you wanted to say?
It was anything else relevant? I didn't see anything else on those teams. All rookie team. Dobish. Demidov. Yeah, okay. That's all I had to say.
Let me give my flowers. Jason Robertson, Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov. Fucking fantastic season.
Congrats to the other guys. Way to go for the other guys.
Kale McCarr, Zach Werenski, and Vasilevsky on the first team. Shout out to you guys. Caulfield, McKinnon, Pasternak. Great job, guys. Daly and Bouchard and Logan Thompson on the second. That's interesting. So yeah, I mean, and like Ryan just not gonna shout out the rookie team other than Demidov, I guess. So
Schaefer, good for you, buddy.
Yeah, guy won the Calder.
Yeah, that was his flowers. He doesn't need me to cheer him up and say, "Oh, good job."
Okay, so the new award winners that came out this week, Nikita Kucherov wins the Hart. I think that's his third. Zach Werenski won the Norris. Connor McDavid wins the Ted Lindsay, which is his fifth. Is that his sixth?
Yeah, it's his fifth. It's his fifth.
My God, what were the other ones that came out this week? Was it the Blackwood and Wedgwood, the Jennings Trophy, or was that already announced?
Gabriel Landeskog came away with 2 trophies.
Yeah, Landeskog wins the Masterton, which I find insane.
Yeah.
But, shout out to him, I guess. And yeah, I mean, the awards this year kind of look right. I mean, other than John Cooper winning the Jack Adams, I really thought it should have been Lindy Ruff, but there's that.
Isn't the Bill Masterton Trophy the one for like comeback player? Perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to ice hockey. I think Landeskog's pretty good.
That's the sportsmanship award. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't deserved. I'm just saying.
What was the other one he won?
I only see one. I think he might have won one of the international.
Yeah, he won Mark Messier. Bill Masterton is usually for the guy that is like comeback player of the year.
I mean, Marcus Foligno won the King Clancy, which I think isn't that the actual leadership one?
I
don't know.
Shows better names.
Yeah, why can't the trophies just be labeled as what they actually were for, not like?
Yeah, King's Clancy is like leadership and off-ice contribution.
Noteworthy humanitarian contributions in his community.
Yeah, it's the
Foligno face-off. Marcus and his brother Nick spearheaded a fundraising campaign for the V Foundation that generated over $200,000 for breast cancer research. The Giannis Foligno Foundation, the brothers' fundraising efforts funded a new research giant dedicated in honor of their late mother who passed away from breast cancer. Charitable donations. As recipient of the trophy, Marcus receives a $25,000 donation from the NHL to benefit a charity of his choice. And Marcus and Nick are both now on the King Clancy Trophy. Nick previously won the award during the 2016-2017 season while with the Columbus Blue Jackets. So, shout out to them. I'm glad that they're, they created a charity that actually does something. So that's good. Okay. We spinning the wheel of hot takes.
Sure.
Yeah, might as well. I think that these have been good the last couple times we've done them, so we'll spin some of these and see what we can come up with.
Let's roll.
First one.
What do we got?
Josh, before we get into the hot take, hear me out on this offer. First round pick, Oliver Kapanen, and
I think you have to give him one of your defensemen, probably, right?
Do you want Adam Engstrom or Caden Gooley?
I think you go with Gooley. I think if it's Kapanen and Gooley in a first round, I think they do that.
I think it's Larkin, but they might have to give us a little more. We might need a pick for that.
I mean, maybe.
I
I see
believe-
Connor is fixing the wheel.
Yeah, I think a couple of these are still on here from last week, so if we spin one that we've already spun, we'll just spin it again.
Okay.
Salary cap is the best thing to happen to the
Yes.
NHL's ever implemented.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't
think-
there, you'd have teams like Toronto and Montreal spending hundreds of millions of dollars every year, and then teams like Columbus would spend what, 60? Like,
Yeah, I think it would be as bad as the MLB is, where the top teams are spending shit tons of money, bottom
true.
teams aren't, and it would look really bad in the NHL, where draft picks are so much more of a crapshoot. I don't know much about the MLB draft, but I feel like the NHL compared to at least like the NFL or the NBA, the picks are just a crapshoot because they are coming so young.
MLB is weird because you have guys that you can draft out of high school, but you can also draft guys that just played 4 years in college and are 23. So it's like a lot of the time, man, it's hard to tell. Plus, baseball's a weird sport because like not a lot of players get drafted right away and play in the MLB. They have to go through the entire farm system, A, AA, AAA, and then you get a look.
Like, it's really only when you get like very special players that you draft out of high school, and then you'll see them in the MLB like the next season or the season after, where they'll get a couple of hits. But like most of the time, like Josh said, even if you get drafted out of high school, or a lot of those younger players, they'll work their way all the way through like, you know, AA, AAA, play, you know, that kind of ball, and then move up when they're ready. It is odd.
Yeah.
And then
I think the NHL would look very different if we had a system like that.
Depending on how they play in AA, AAA, sometimes they don't even make it all the way up through. You know what I mean? Like, you spend a first round pick on a first round, you know, pick on a guy out of high school because of how incredibly talented he is, and then he gets into the minors and he just sucks. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just not good.
But so,
right? Like,
okay, so taking it back to the salary cap real quick. Before this was implemented, I think Detroit handed out like a crazy contract at the time, and then this got implemented. So it's like I get it, because like we were saying, it keeps teams, the teams that make the most money, from spending $200 million a season. And it also forces teams like who is Columbus? I keep using them as an example, but are they like the poorest team in the league? Like who is the poorest team?
Them or Utah, probably.
Okay,
yeah,
so it's like
Utah's probably close.
It forces them to spend to the floor at least, because if they didn't have to spend to the floor, they'd only spend like $40 million a year if they could. So yeah, I think saying it's the best thing to ever happen, I think might be a stretch, but I think it was a good change to put in. You're protecting yourself and bringing a lot more parity to the league. You got anything else, Ryan?
No, I think you nailed it.
I mean, I'd love if there was no salary cap. Toronto would be good every year.
Yeah, I feel that.
President's Trophy winner should get a first round bye.
No.
Tampa Bay getting swept by Columbus a few years ago. First team to ever win the Presidents and not win a single game in the first round. No. Force them to play.
I don't like bye weeks, especially in hockey where you're playing a 7-game series.
Yeah, that would make no sense. One sec.
See here.
I think
Nathan
this is
McKinnon
one we talked about.
Yeah,
this
we did that
one,
last.
right? Yeah.
We did that last week, and it's ridiculous.
I thought so.
Some Colorado
week,
fans. Some Colorado fan got 2 into his own head on that one.
The draft lottery should be completely abolished. So basically, we should just move to a flat system where worst team in the league gets the pick, and then we go reverse snake draft. Is what this is basically.
This guy doesn't remember the dark times in the before the draft lottery. Teams openly tanking to a hilarious extent is a problem.
Well, yeah, and it was before the salary cap was implemented too, so you could actively tank and spend no money and just make sure that your team was bad, and then you the draft lottery is a lot for the fans, at least like when you broadcast it, but at the same time, it's what the leagues try to do to stop people from tanking. Like every single one of the top 4 leagues does do a version of the draft lottery. So I think except for the NFL.
Yeah, the NFL's straight. But the NFL,
so it's harder to
the difference between the top pick and the bottom pick is so much different. I find it's so not as big an impact, really.
It's also harder to tank in the NFL.
It is,
because you can anyone can beat anyone in any given week. Yeah,
one or two games and you're out of your tanking. It's like, well,
so. No, I don't know what this would look like. I haven't thought about it. But let's just say the NHL implemented a system that would discourage teams from tanking, whether it be through fines or losing assets or whatever it may be if they're intentionally tanking.
Yeah.
What's the opinion then? Like if they implemented some kind of system where we could try to avoid that, or there was actual strict punishment for doing so, is it then a viable option?
Maybe it's a viable option, but I think this is the draft lottery is the easiest path of least resistance. Anything else, I find too subjective. Maybe.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
I don't, I
Like
just don't think you could stop teams from tanking. Like, what do you do to stop that?
I
Yeah,
mean, like I said, I don't know what that system would look like, but yeah, you'd have to you'd have to threaten them, whether it be through fines or losing assets, or if you actually think that they are tanking on purpose, and
But
have
then
to
I
be some sort of system for it.
then
I
I think
think
it's just easier to keep the lottery system in that world, though.
yeah,
Yeah, it definitely could be.
yeah, and I think really if you're gonna do all that at a certain point, how much are you gonna do without it still being worth it? Like if Connor McDavid's available to be drafted, you know he's gonna be Connor McDavid. It's like, well, these fines and these punishments are probably worth it for McDavid.
Yep.
So
It's true.
Spin in the next one. Stanley Cup winning team doesn't need an elite goalie anymore.
True.
I think you need at least a hot goalie. An elite
Yeah.
goalie is easier.
I mean, look at the top 4 teams. Which one of them has an elite goalie? Carter Hart, Frederik Anderson. I mean, I guess, but he's looked bad. And Brandon Bussi, Jacob Dobish. Who is the other team?
Mackenzie Blackwood looked pretty good.
Mackenzie Blackwood and Wedgwood, but they're not elite. They're good.
I
enough.
agree. I agree. This year did not look that great. If you look at years past, I think it's been pretty consistently. Oh, you have a great goaltender. I mean, you see
Vasilevsky,
Bobrovsky. Like you have it. This year, I think is a little bit standout. I mean, remember like 2019, you had Jordan Bennington, who he isn't really elite. He got hot, but he wasn't elite. But
I think I agree with Ryan. Like you need a goalie to get hot, but I don't think you need an elite one.
Yeah, I think an elite goalie can replace a hot goalie, but a hot goalie will do the trick.
Yeah, because an elite goalie will steal you games. But I don't know.
Yep.
I think 2 more spins, 1 more spin.
Yeah, 2 more. Yeah, 2 more.
Austin Matthews will retire as the greatest American-born player ever.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's Mike Badano and Patrick Kane, right?
Yeah. I'm looking at Patrick Kane's trophy cabinet. Calder, Conn Smythe, and Art Ross, a Hart, and a Ted Lindsay. Has Matthews passed that?
He might have. He has 2 Rockets, I think.
He's got 2 Rockets and a Hart.
And he won the Calder.
And Ted Lindsay and a Calder. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the cups that Kane has, but
yeah, but I mean, he's still got years on his career. That's the thing.
He's got years on his career. I think Matthews. I think it's certainly possible. I think he's got the trophy cabinet for it, and I think he just needs to get the stats and maybe a cup. If he gets 1 cup, I'll give it to him.
A Hart, and a Ted Lindsay. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, the only thing he's won more than Patrick Kane has, aside from a Conn Smythe and an Art Ross, and he won three Rockets that Kane didn't win, and Kane won 3 cups. But
yeah, I
think a cup will offset the 3 cups. I think it's fine, but
I think if Matthews wins 1 cup, he immediately just becomes like point total wise, he's pretty far behind. But
yeah, he needs more time. But I think if you give him the time and a cup, I think he does it.
Yeah.
All right, last spin.
That was spun.
We got to actually remove them as we go, I guess. What's this?
Goalies should never win the Hart Trophy.
No.
A goalie can actively be the best player on your team.
Yeah, I think a goalie should win the Hart Trophy more often.
Some teams, yeah. I don't think you could do that this year. I don't think there was any goalie this year where you just go,
no.
He single-handedly carried the team.
No, certainly not this year, but I can think of like a few times Vasilevsky probably should have won the Hart. Hellebuck should have won the Hart probably last year.
There are probably seasons where like Luongo or Lundqvist or Price probably all could have won the Hart.
That's actually very.
I mean, Price did do it, but the other two actually should have.
Jonathan Quick probably had a year, yeah.
Yeah,
there was definitely a time in the 2010s where it's like, okay, well,
that prime year of Jonathan Quick, he probably could have done it. That probably would have been a
True.
year for him. Yeah,
That's true.
Well,
yeah.
that's quick enough. We got time for one more. We'll spin this last one. You guys can take us out.
It's Leafs one.
I think we went over this one though, didn't we? That one was one we went over last week, I believe.
And they should, yeah.
Don't hurt my feelings like that.
Gotta make room for McKenna.
Oh yeah, we went over that one too. Being able to play the puck like in corners, that fun. Here we go. Morgan Rielly is one of the most underrated Leafs players ever.
No.
He did a lot for the Leafs. He did a lot for the Leafs that is gone unrespected, I think.
He's the longest tenured Leaf on this current team. He's seen us be bad. He's seen us be good, arguably, but I don't think he's the most underrated Leaf player ever.
One of the most underrated.
I mean, he's your second highest scoring defenseman of all time behind Bjork Soloming.
But he hasn't done anything. He has nothing in his trophy case. Like,
no offense other than Matthews, nobody in your team does, but
I mean, yeah, but like underrated, like I don't know, underappreciated, like I don't know, he falls into the Dion Phaneuf category for me. Like
that's valid, honestly. I think if enough level comparison is probably fair.
Like he looks pretty bad on the ice. Like it's hard for me to see him as anything other than what he's been the last 2 years, and it's just been bad. Like I don't know.
Before that, he was good though. Like he
was
there. He was stalwart,
but he's lost it because I don't know if it's coaching or what it was. Like there is still a system and a coach that can definitely fix Morgan Rielly, but what do you expect out of a 31-year-old Morgan Rielly at this point? Like
not much. He's sacrificed a lot. He took a huge. I mean, he took a contract that should have let you guys win, and I think he's probably regretting that.
Contract looks like a boat anchor at this point. That's the crazy thing.
And to think he probably could have gotten a lot more. He probably could have gotten 9 if you.
He could have gotten the Darnell Nurse contract if you wanted it.
Yeah, he probably could have gotten 9.5. To think you guys could be paying him $2 million more for what he has now for another 4 years.
Think about how bad that contract would look now.
Yeah, it's a damn shame.
All right.
This is one of those things I think the NHL should change. They should set up their contracts the same way the NFL does, where they can change the cap hit like year by year, so that later in their career their cap hit's lower, and they're paying them and having the high cap hit in their prime. I think that would be better overall for most teams.
Renegotiating usually that just adds more money to the end of the contract, though.
Yeah, but I think realistically, if you're a player, you want it because you're getting your money when you're best, and you're getting your money up front. Yeah. So if, say, you get hurt down the line and you can't play, I know it's insured, but if it weren't, you would have gotten most of your money up front when you were playing, especially your performance bonuses.
Are you saying that a team should just be able to pay? This would be a horrible idea. What if you pay a guy up front, pay him the entire contract up front, and then the cap hits 0?
That, or do the reverse opposite where you delay it. Do the Shohei Ohtani contract where you're just paying him hundreds of millions of dollars like 10 years from now.
That rewards rich teams. Like
100%.
That, to me, that argument, like what I just said, falls under the same category of why we have a salary cap.
I mean, I think you can adjust it a little bit so it's not like as extreme as the NFL where you're paying a guy 10 years from now. But I think the idea that you could pay a guy like $8 million 1 year and his cap it could be $4 million the next year when he's 35 or something, I don't think it's a bad deal. I think you could structure it in a way where it works for certain players at certain times. Like maybe if they're after the age of 30, you can structure it in a way where you're paying them more to the first few years and paying them a little bit less after.
Yeah.
Just so that the players are getting their money and the teams aren't hamstrung with deals like Morgan Rielly, where it's like, yeah, he was great for us when we were paying him this money before, but now it's like, well, fuck, we're still paying him this. We're screwed.
I think that the next CBA, there's going to be some conversations about no trade clauses and full no moves. I think that we might see a change there. I doubt the Players Association will go for it, but the owners and stuff at this point, like especially with the Larkin situation, I think they're going to have something to say.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Well, so appreciate all the likes, comments, subscribes on every social media platform we are active on. We appreciate the comments, even the mean ones on TikTok that make me want to cry, but it's fine. I'm not that hurt. It's whatever, man. To the guy who said that we don't know what we're talking about the Chase Reed pick to the Sharks, man, I'm just saying, I hope you stand by that take, because I'm going to screen grab it and I'm going to put it up on the show when they take Chase Reed or trade that pick, like I said. So just so you know.
All I'm saying is I saw a headline yesterday that literally said, as we get closer to the draft, it is looking more and more likely like the Sharks will be taking a defenseman.
Yeah, I saw.
And that's coming from insiders.
Gavin McKenna, Chase Reed, Malhotra, and then it literally followed the 5 picks that we said.
Yep.
So,
and I think Stenberg was like 4 or 5.
Maybe I know a little bit of what I'm talking about, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, we appreciate everything you guys have been giving us, and we'll see you guys next week.